What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are going over a 2025 Legal list for Gardevoir EX. This is a deck that's kind of fallen off in popularity a little bit since Charizard kind of took over the meta due to its 2x weakness to Dark type, which the new Charizard is. But I was just playing around with this, and I really like this list. Now, one major detail is that the Curlia does have to change because this is a 2025 list, so we'll get into that about the focus of the deck. So we do have a 1-1 Relor and Rabska in here. This is because we can't play Manaphy anymore, and a lot of our bench is going to be kind of lightweight, easy to knock off. So the 1-1 Rabska, most games we don't have to set it up, but this is super nice to have just in case we do need it. So we also do have one Tatsugiri in here. This is to just help us get that setup going real quick. With this deck, we're bouncing in and out of the active spot by promoting and retreating after knockouts and all that, trying to get energy into the discard. So being able to just attract customers before we retreat them back is really useful with this deck. We do also have a 1-1 of Togekiss in here. Now, this is a bit different than every other Gardevoir list, obviously, but the main purpose is because we don't need to use that space to run for Curlias anymore, because the Curlias would work as a draw support as well as getting our Gardevoirs. Now we have so much extra space to work with, and the Togekiss, just like in our Goldango deck, can be so powerful, especially with these single prize attackers. And also, since this deck takes a bit longer to set up, being able to catch up is a very big deal. So we do have a 1-1 Togekiss in here. Then we have a 3-1-2 of Gardevoir EX. So the reason we do this is because, like I said, the focus is no longer to use Curly as draw support and have Gardevoir boost our attackers. We're just getting that Gardevoir online for attacking. So a very simplified version of what was needing to be ran with the draw support Curlia, but I think it works really well after some play testing I've done. We do have a Klefki and a Mimikyu in here. This is to help stall because, like I said, this is a slower setting up deck, and you are going to want to go first. So being able to switch into a Mimikyu or a Klefki after your first turn can really slow your opponent down. If it's a Mimikyu, they might not be able to get that turn 1 knockout. And if it's a Klefki, they might not be able to set up at all. So very, very powerful stall cards in this deck. We also have a Monkey Dory as a support Pokemon, because if you've played Gardevoir or seen it played, we're putting damage counters onto ourselves, and we can do it as much as we like as long as we have energy in the discard. And Monkey Dory is going to really allow us to be able to just add a little bit more damage to what we need to get for a knockout here. So he's really nice to have sitting on the bench with a dark energy attached. As for attackers, we have one Drifloon and one Screamtail. And that's it, because that's all we really need with this deck. Because due to Roaring Scream, which deals 20 damage for each damage counter, and you can snipe, and then Balloon Blast, which deals 30 damage for each damage counter, these attacks can really pile up and deal a whole lot of damage. So let's move on to the trainers. We do have one Professor Turo scenario. This is to pick up anything we need. It does discard everything that's attached to it, which can be a plus side, because say we attached all our energy out of the discard onto, say, a Screamtail, and then our opponent bosses to stall, and we're unable to get that Screamtail back into the active, and it didn't die, so all the energy is still on it. We can Turo that up, so the energy goes to our discard, and we can work with it again. So very useful in this deck. We do have one TM Evo. This is because we now have the Rabska. We now do have one Curlia in here. And so just one TM Evo is really all we need, but it could be cut. You might be able to cut it for something else. It's just nice for a little bit of setup. We also have one Colress Tenacity to search for a Stadium and an energy card. So finding one energy is actually really nice with this deck. But the Stadium card is also wonderful because we do have one copy of Moonlit Hill, one copy of Artisan, and our A-Spec is Neutralization Zone, which we'll get in depth with all those as we get to them. We do run 2 Ionos in this deck. A little bit of hand disruption as well as resetting your own hand in case the cards you need to work with aren't readily accessible. You can just Iono and get a fresh up to 6 cards. So very nice to have here. Super Rod. This is getting energy and Pokemon back from the discard. Though more times than not, we're just looking to get Pokemon back because we want that energy in the discard so we can Guardy it back on. And yeah, so this is going to be getting our Pokemon back. So that's our Screamtail and that's our Drifloon as we need them, and other cards as well. 1 copy of Tulip. This brings any combination of 4 Psychic Pokemon and basic Psychic Energy from the discard to your hand. I found this to be pretty useful, not only to get those little attackers back after knockouts, but also if say you want to promote your Tatsugiri, since Tatsugiri is a dragon type, you can't use Gardevoir to put energy on it. So you can use Tulip to get your attackers and 1 energy back, attach it for turn to Tatsugiri, and then you can retreat. So yeah, very useful card to have in here. 1 copy of Nest Ball. The only reason we run 1 copy is because everything in here has 70 HP or less, all the basics, except for Monkey Dory. So if we can't find Monkey Dory in other ways, we can use that 1 copy of Nest Ball to get him going. Moonlit Hill is one of the stadiums in this deck. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a Psychic Energy from their hand in order to heal 30 damage from each of their Pokemon. This isn't used as much due to the fact that we're not really trying to heal our Pokemon. We like having the damage counters on them. But you can also use this, say if one of your Pokemon that you don't want damaged gets damaged in some way, like your Gardevoir has some damage on it, or your Tatsugiri got hit by something small. You can use this as an opportunity to discard more energy, get it into the discard pile so you can use Gardevoir's ability. So that's one of the reasons this card's in the deck. We do have 2 Earthen Vessels. This is used to discard energy and also find other energy. So beautiful, beautiful card. I think it's used in just about every list right now. So yeah, great card. 2 Counter Catchers. This is because we kind of expect to receive some early game knockouts due to how this deck is paced out. It's really focused on your opponent being able to take those 1 prize knockouts early in the game, and then you get set up and be able to just ramp back and get 2 prize knockouts turn after turn. So Counter Catchers in here because we actually, more times than not, we're going to be behind before we get the train going. So 2 Counter Catchers in here. 3 Ultra Balls. This is finding our Togekiss, and this is finding our Gardevoir, and as well as our Rabsca if we need to. But yeah, 3 Ultra Balls. We can also use it as a discard for energy. Great, great card here. 3 copies Arven. This is going to find us whatever we need. This is finding our Earthen Vessels. This is finding our Rare Candies. This is also finding our tools, which is going to be TM Evo, as well as Bravery Charm and Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. So most decks are just going to run 2. Most decks that I've seen at least do just run 2 Bravery Charm. But since Screamtail's an Ancient, I like to run Ancient Booster Energy Capsule just because the difference between that 60 HP and the 50 is another 2 damage counters. So because of just how it adds up with Screamtail. So that's another 40 damage for sniping, and I think it can be very, very useful. Rare Candies, we do play 2 of them. We need 1 at least to find our Togekiss and get that going. And then we only need 1, but having 2 is nice because it not only increases our chances of getting Togekiss, but also allows us to get that Guardy going a little bit faster if we have to go that route. Night Stretcher, finding basic Pokemon or any Pokemon and putting it back into your hand. If you have to discard a Guardy or something, you can get that back and go into evolution. Or if you receive a knockout and you don't have that Tulip or that Super Rod, you can just use a Night Stretcher and get it back. So really nice here. Letter of Encouragement. Like I said, we're expecting to take some knockouts early in this game. So by playing Letter of Encouragement, that allows us to find our energy really quick, and then we can use other ways to discard it, make it so our Gardevoir is useful really fast. I already went over this for the Screamtail. Now I do play 1 copy of Explorer's Guidance, and I don't know. I feel like this card works with this deck just because it allows us to get cards into the discard, which primarily energy, as well as be able to find some cards that we need potentially. Uh, it could be a little risky to play, depending on what we turn over, but I think more times than not this is going to help us. So really nice to have in here. A bit controversial, I think. 3 Buddy Poffins. This is to get that set up. You know, everything in this deck except for Monkey Dory, that's basic, can be found with Buddy Poffins. So we do play 3 of them to make sure we're getting that setup going. Our ace spec of choice is Neutralization Zone, which prevents all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box by attacks of rule box Pokemon. Well, EX and V, but that will be the only rule box Pokemon coming up because Radiant is cycling out. So Neutralization Zone is really nice because even though we expect to be knocked out, that doesn't mean we necessarily want to. You know, if we have say a Screamtail in the active and it just snipes something, it's got 10 health left. We have the resources to get it back if it does die, but if we can make it last another turn, that can be huge. Just putting our opponent 1 prize behind where they would be, and etc. etc. So Neutralization Zone does work great in this deck. 1 copy Artisan. This is really to just help with setup. You know, you can't find your Buddy Poffins for whatever reason, or your first card, some of your first cards in hand is say Colress Tenacity. This is gonna let you get that set up just a little bit faster, and it's also an option to find your Monkey Dory. So pretty decent card, mostly here to bump your opponent's stadium, but really nice to have in here. 1 copy Bravery Charm. This is going to be going on to our Drifloon more times than not, just to give it a little bit more HP. That way we can put more damage counters onto it, and that way it deals more damage. So really nice card to have in here. And then 1 copy Boss's Orders to just bring forward whatever we need. Say Screamtail's dead, so we can't do any sniping, and we got that Drifloon in the active. Something's low HP. We just call it up and knock them out, or to stall our opponent. So. And then we do play 9 basic Psychic Energy and then the 1 Dark Energy to get that Monkey Dory going. And that's the whole list. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into a playtest here. Alright, hopping into a playtest here. As I briefly mentioned before, this deck does want to go first, just because there's no donk options. It's not a very fast, it's not a turbo deck. So we want to be able to get our Gardevoir out as soon as possible. That's pretty much the gist of it. Just don't go second. Try to not go second with this deck, because all you can really do with it then is hope that you get some decent supporters. It does look like we have TM Evo in hand with Buddy Poffin and Ultra Ball, so we'll see how this works out. We might not use our TM Evo. Actually, yeah, going first, probably not. What's there? Bidoof. He's got Fire Sleeves, so it's probably Charizard. Almost want to grab that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll go that route. Then we can attach, retreat into Tatsugiri, check customers, see if we can find something to put in our hand. We'll grab Arven for next turn, and then I think we're gonna, hopefully we don't get Iono'd. We're gonna hold on to the Ultra Ball to hopefully find our Guardy. We can find our Rare Candy with Arven. Then the only issue is going to be finding energy. Alright, so it is Arcanine. It's going to be an Arcanine deck. Might be Arcanine Charizard, might just be straight up Arcanine. Oh, that's beautiful. Track customers, just because, you know, it's good to do that. Find nothing. Earthen Vessel, getting rid of Team Evo. 2 Psychic. Arven here for Rare Candy. And, oh yeah, all our stuff is in hand. Then Ultra Ball, we're gonna get rid of one counter catcher and one psychic because we need the one psychic to attach and retreat. We have our Guardy. We have Candy. So this is about as fast as this deck is ever gonna see set up. We had a really nice hand for it. And then yeah. I don't think we need. Yeah, we just need the 2 right now. So we'll just do that. Yeah, that's more than. We actually only need 1. Okay. Let's see how our opponent can respond here. So we were very lucky with that hand. We got a great setup. Really nice top deck with that Earthen Vessel there. So let's see if the Arcanine comes flying in. And if it does, we have to figure out how we're gonna respond to it. I'm probably gonna promote Tatsugiri on knockout. Now he's getting some setup going. Because then we can attract customers for Arven if we have to. Switch. Interesting. Alright, so he doesn't have that Arcanine. So, honestly, I'm hoping for... We're going to use Artisan first, because we might be able to thin out a bit here. What should we grab? Do you grab... No sense in grabbing Klefki. Yeah, Klefki's only going to be used if we need to lock down that Char. Like if it becomes a threat. We retreat, but we have 2 in discard. If we have retreat, we'll have 2 in discard, which would be 40 damage. That's not knockout. So yeah, we're just gonna grab the Monkey Dory off of this. Gee, I don't know, 120. I think we're just gonna grab the knockout instead of trying to retreat into Tatsugiri here. Because we don't have any switch cards in the deck, so just nab the knockout there. And we'll just keep using that Drifloon as long as we can. Night Stretcher, that's nice. That's going to get our Drifloon back once it gets knocked out. And our opponent is only sitting on 3 cards in hand. Let's see if they can make something work here. And we did kind of give them Artisan. That was a bit of a misplay on our part. But I think we should be fine. Off that Artisan, we probably should have grabbed Togepi, just because Monkey Dory wasn't useful to us this turn. So a little bit of a misplay on our part. We could have worked that out a little bit better if we just planned a little more, but it's okay. I think we should be fine. And I think instead of promoting Tatsugiri, we're going to promote Monkey Dory, because then we can use Guardy to switch it out. Versus when we promote Tatsugiri, we need to attach an energy and retreat because it's Dragon type. So, and we don't know what our top deck will be. Magma Basin, okay. Get 2 in there. I don't even remember what Arcanine does. It's been a minute since I had this matchup. Although it seems like he doesn't have it, otherwise he would already have played it, I'm sure. Arven for the Ultra Ball. Can't tell. He might be checking prizes, because this is his first time searching. Oh no, he searched off the Artisan. Never mind. Get that Ultra Ball going. Finding himself that Arcanine. There we go. $30 damage for knockout. 10 damage on this Pokemon. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, we are gonna promote Monkey Dory, just so we can guarantee the response here. Actually, I don't think we have enough energy. Hold on. We only hit for 180. Because we only have the 3 energy in here. That's interesting. Okay. We could force him to discard. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's enough. Look at their treat. Because right, you only deal 190. What's the secondary effect? Remove all. Oh yeah, special conditions. Okay. We definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, we're gonna equip here because that way we're able to use Psychic Embrace, hit for 180, and oh wait, hold on. Raging Claws is 30 plus 10. So right now it'd be 60. If I do another one, he'd hit for knockout. So I think, hold on, right? Oh, we need to put a second one on. Alright, so a bit of a, again, a little misplay. Making quite a few mistakes here, unfortunately. So he's going to have knockout regardless, so we might as well just hit him for as much as we can. Big 180. So yeah, he's going to be able to Raging Claws for 210. Although we'll see what else he can do. Gets a second Arcanine going. Research, OHR, Charmeleon. So yeah, this is just a straight up Arcanine deck. The only reason the Char is in there is for the Burn Brightly ability, which allows him to not use very much resources. He doesn't have to use many resources to get knockouts. I don't know. I think we might actually go for knockout with Gardevoir here. Or we could go for the 60 and Confusion off Mind Bend. Because I don't know how comfortable I am with putting that much damage onto our Gardevoir right now. So I think we're going to go for the Confusion. Because that's going to force him to switch. Right? Yeah. We're going to try and save our Guardy as long as possible. Oh, don't do us 30. Okay. Ooh, interesting. I think we're going to grab Colress and Night Stretcher here. Right? Because that's going to let us get our Drifloon back. Or our Screamtail, depending on how we feel in the moment. Colress is going to get us that that neutralization zone. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think we're going to hold on to Night Stretcher because he doesn't know we have it. Because unlike a lot of other cards, we don't have to show him. Because it's just a draw. Goes on there. Call it good. Yeah, I think that's that. So he does get confused. Confusion does only hit for 30. So even if he fails the attack, he does not get knocked out. Excuse me. Arven into switch maybe? Because yeah, I don't know what he has in hand. He might be able to attack with that Arcanine this turn, which would not be ideal. That backup Arcanine I'm talking about. I also don't know how many copies of Magma Basin he plays. He's only got the one out right now. My only fear is him bumping Neutralization Zone. Okay, so is he... He might be grabbing Bidoof actually, or Charizard. Or Bibarel, not Bidoof, excuse me. Yep. Then he can incisors for 3. This deck is really built on some cards that are going to be going. Ooh, interesting. 60 damage. That is going to get knockout here, unfortunately. Huh. I don't know why he felt that necessary to attack for 160 when 60 gets knockout. He does have to retreat 3, which is nice. Arcanine being that expensive. And yep, Brave Wing for knockout. So now I think we're going to push up the Tatsugiri because Guardy cannot knock out Char, but Char can knock out Guardy, so... And if that happens, we are in big trouble. Ralts? Okay. This is interesting. We're gonna check customers. Centuro. Ooh, I don't know. Make a boss here. You could boss into the other Arcanine and stall for a bit. Yeah, because we don't have... I mean, we could get the energy for retreat there. Knockout there. Yeah, we might... Oh, wait. Could be 4. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna try this. We'll get neutralization zone and 1 energy. I'm gonna attach Night Stretcher for the Screamtail. Retreat. Screamtail to the active. Psychic Embrace onto Screamtail. That gets knockout, but I don't think it matters. Oh wait, okay, yeah. We're just gonna put the 2 on there because that gets our... Oh wait, Arcanine's Terra! That's so stupid. I always forget about the Terra. Okay. So that kind of foils our plan here, if I'm being honest. We just have to hope he can't bump our stadium now. Because right, we're dealing 160. We don't even have any other energy to use more with the booster capsule. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Here we go. I think we do. Just go for that. He's got 5 cards in hand. Part of me wants to take Riverell, but I think we're going to go for the 2/2/2 prize race here. I think worst case scenario, he's able to Magma Basin. Does Magma Basin only go to bench or active as well? Yeah, it is bench, so we don't have to worry about Explosive Wings boss this turn. Unless he has some heavy switch options and a Magma Basin in hand. I always forget about the Terra ability not being able to get hit on bench. Otherwise we would have had Arcanine's knockout there. Dang it! Okay, that's really bad for us. Of course he has Basin in hand, why wouldn't he? I wonder, does his list play 4 copies? I suppose he's only played 2 so far, but 17 cards left in deck. I don't know. It's possible. So we are in a really tough spot here. He's getting dangerously close to knocking out his own Arcanine. What is going on here? Yeah, research. There's the 3rd Magma. I think he plays 4 copies. That's really annoying. Now I just hope he misclicks and knocks out his own Arcanine. He's got 3 prizes left. This is not looking good. I think that Moltres was just too thin. I don't know. We know he has Moltres, but we might might go for the Mimikyu stall. How much does that Moltres hit for? And damage counters on it deals 70 more, so it deals 90 tops. We already used our Bravery Charm. Okay, this is interesting. I think we're gonna go for the Tatsugiri. Because we got plenty of energy left in the deck. Shrek customers for nothing. Great, okay. Screamtail and Drifloon are both in there. Burning Vortex. He has 2 to retreat. The question is, does he have another switch option? Okay, I think Ultra Ball, Booster. No, you're kidding me. Okay. Mimikyu's prized. That's actually terrible. I don't think we can come back. I guess we'll just grab that with extra health, because there's nothing else we can do. Tulip for some of that. Yeah, because we can attach and retreat. The question now is... Yeah, I think we go for knockout on Arcanine. Him. Do we want Monkey back? Hold on. How much can Screamtail snipe for right now? 80? Not enough. Okay. So, yeah. I think we'll grab Screamtail for emergency use. Throw them both out there. Attach. We are just going to retreat into the Drifloon for knockout there. We were actually hoping for the Mimikyu there, but it's fine. I think, hopefully. Shoot. Yeah, because not. Yeah, there's the Mimikyu. See, if I had checked my prizes, a new Mimikyu was in there, I wouldn't have getting rid of Ancient Booster Capsule, because then I would have been able to hit for much more off my Screamtail, but here we sit. So that misplay might have cost us dearly. He's going to look to Magma Basin 1 onto his Char, so I think he has a switch option. That would explain why he put Growlithe forward. Okay. So he probably has knockout here. If he doesn't, there's hope, but if he does, I think we lose this. If he doesn't have knockout, we can take out his Growlithe, but he's probably about to evolve it. I think what we're going to do... So he did not have knockout, so the plan would have been to boss into something small like either the Bibarel or the Charmander. That way we would have been able to get knockout with Drifloon. He would have responded, got a 1 prize knockout, and then we'd be able to snipe the other with our Screamtail. So just I mean, that was a pretty lengthy deck list, but hopefully people find some success with it. It is a bit of a slower list, so best of luck and thank you for watching.